Before we begin, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and tap the bell so you never miss one of our daily stories. If you're serious about improving your English, listening every day is one of the best things you can do. So don't skip this, join us right now and start your daily English habit. Let's talk about fluent speakers. You've seen them, right? Maybe on YouTube. Maybe in your office. Maybe on the street. They speak English smoothly. They don't stop. They don't search for words. It just flows. And you wonder, how do they do that? You might think they're just smarter. Or maybe they started learning earlier. Or maybe they lived in an English-speaking country. Sometimes, yes. But most of the time, no. Most fluent speakers do something different. Something that many learners never even try. It's not magic. It's not talent. It's about how they learn. Let me tell you a story. There was a guy named Leo. He had been learning English for years. He finished courses. He got certificates. He could read books and understand grammar. But when he spoke, he froze. Always thinking. Always afraid of mistakes. One day, he met another learner named Diego. Diego was not a top student. He didn't study grammar deeply. He made small mistakes. But he could speak, and he did it with ease. Leo was confused. "How are you so fluent?" he asked. Diego smiled and said, "I do what most learners don't do. I listen. A lot. And I repeat. A lot." That was it. No secret technique. No expensive course. Just listening and repeating every day. And here's the thing, Diego didn't just listen like it was background noise. He listened actively. When he heard a phrase, he said it out loud. When he heard a question, he answered it, even if no one asked him directly. He wasn't a passive learner. He was an active speaker. And that's what fluent people do. They don't just study English, they use it. All the time. Not just in class. Not just in tests. Not just once a week. Every day. So here's what you might not be doing. You might not be talking enough. That sounds simple. Maybe even too simple. But think about it. How much time do you actually speak English each day? 5 minutes? 2 minutes? 0? Most learners listen a lot, but speak very little. That's the difference. Fluent speakers find ways to talk, even when there's no one around. They talk to themselves. They describe what they're doing. They repeat what they hear in movies and videos. They turn listening into speaking. For example, let's say you're watching a video and someone says, "I'm going to the store." A fluent learner doesn't just understand it. They say it too. They repeat it out loud. They say it again later, with their own twist. "I'm going to the gym." "I'm going to my friend's house." This small step, repeating, builds fluency faster than anything. Because your mouth and brain start working together. The sentence becomes part of you. You don't just know it, you can say it. That's the big difference. Fluent speakers don't just collect knowledge. They build habits. Now let's talk about another thing fluent speakers do. They don't focus on being perfect. They focus on being clear. Many learners want to speak without mistakes. They wait until they're ready. But fluent people speak even when they're not sure. They use simple words if they don't know fancy ones. They keep going. They learn by doing. And every time they speak, they learn something new. Mistakes are part of the process. So if you're always waiting to feel ready, you'll never start. But if you start, you'll get ready through speaking. So ask yourself, are you spending more time studying than speaking? Are you reading more than repeating? Are you trying to be perfect instead of just being clear? Because if you are, you're doing what most learners do, but not what fluent speakers do. Now let's break it down even more. Here are some things fluent speakers do every day, even if just for a few minutes. They talk to themselves. Yes, really. Out loud. In the morning, they might say, "Today is sunny. I have work. I feel a little tired." It's simple, but powerful. They repeat what they hear. If they watch a video or hear a phrase, they say it back. Not once. Many times. They use English to describe their world. While cooking, I'm cutting tomatoes. While cleaning, I need to sweep the floor. While walking, the wind is strong today. They ask and answer questions. What time is it? It's 10. What am I doing? I'm getting dressed. What do I want for lunch? Maybe rice and chicken. They don't just learn words, they build connections between them. And those connections become stronger with use. It's like muscles. If you don't use them, they get weak. But if you use them every day, even a little, they grow strong. That's how fluency works. Now, there's one more thing fluent speakers do that's really important. They make English part of their identity. They stop seeing it as a subject. They start seeing it as a tool. A way to think. A way to express. A way to live. Even if their English isn't perfect, they own it. They say, "This is my English. I use it. I grow with it." So stop asking, "Is my English good?" Start asking, "Am I using it today?" That's what really matters. Because language is like water. If you keep it moving, it stays fresh. If you leave it still, it becomes old. So let it flow. Speak. Repeat. Respond. Describe. Question. Share. Even if no one hears you, your brain hears you. And every time you speak, you're planting seeds. Fluency is the tree that grows from those seeds. But you have to water it every single day. Not just on Mondays. Not just on weekends. Every day. That's how fluent speakers become fluent. And that's how you will too. So here's your simple plan. Today, talk to yourself in English for 1 minute. Tomorrow, repeat one sentence you hear in a video. The next day, describe what you're doing in English. That's it. Not complicated. Not long. But consistent. Because fluency doesn't come from knowing a lot. It comes from doing a lot with what you already know. Now, let's finish with one final idea. Fluent speakers believe they can become fluent. They don't say, "It's too hard." They say, "It takes time, but I can do it." And they're right. So believe it. You're not too old. You're not too late. You're not too slow. You just need the right habit. Start now. Use what you've learned today. And tomorrow, use a little more. Then the next day, even more. That's how fluency grows. And it's already growing in you. If this story helped you, tell us in the comments. What's one thing you'll do differently today? Will you talk to yourself? Will you repeat more? Will you stop chasing perfection? Write it below. We want to hear from you. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the bell so you don't miss tomorrow's story. We're here every day, helping you build your English, one habit at a time. And if you know someone learning English, share this video with them. Let's grow together. See you tomorrow.